What's up, everyone? Welcome into the Comic Book Women Presents the Covrprice Weekly Runners Up for the week ending September 23rd, 2024. If you are flowing over from the top 10, it's going to be very similar to that. Similar, but not the same. We cover 1 through 11 over there. Tonight, we'll be covering 12 through 20 here. And we were talking about this on the other show. It's interesting because sometimes these runner-up lists can be very indicative of what you're going to see on the top 10 list the next week. So it's almost like looking into the future. Not always, but sometimes. Before we get started, the list and everything we'll be looking at tonight is provided by our friends over at Covrprice, who also happen to be our sponsors. Use code Nirvana14 in the description to try out their platform for 1 month for only 99 cents. And shout out to Bird City Comics, our sponsored retailers. Girls, are you excited? This will be our first night doing this.
Excited, a little nervous. Hopefully we do justice to Covrprice, or I don't know, but is that a good thing? Like, hopefully we do good. We make them proud,
right? Be nice, be gentle with us. Just be gentle.
This is our first time, right? Yeah. Okay, well, let's just dive right in. Again, guys, if you were just joining, welcome. This is going to be all the runners up, the books that didn't quite make the list, but doesn't make them any less worthy, right? So let's start with number 20. What do we got?
So this is my choice of number 20 is Spawn number 1, which is awesome. This came out in May of 1992. This is the first full appearance of Spawn and also the first appearance of Sam and Twitch, which is very interesting because seeing this book on this list, you know, there is no mention of any movies, any TV shows, but when I think of quintessential modern 90s comics, Spawn comes to mind. So I think if you are a modern collector or if you are a newbie comic collector, I think this should definitely be in your collection. And then what was really cool is I actually did a little research on it, is that I thought this was the first Image comic. It is not. It is the second Image comic. So
yeah, we've had both on the list multiple times, over and over and over again. I think this is that book, as Tivo would say, it was like herpes. It just keeps coming back. But yeah, you nailed it. What do you think, Jen?
I actually own this one. It's funny when we watch these top 10s, I'm always like, I don't have any of these. I'm like, oh, I mean, Spawn 1 is like, do we all have it?
I have it.
Yeah.
So
my brother has it. So essentially I have it.
What's his? Is yours?
Well, I want him to give it to me. He collected Spawn back in the 90s, and he doesn't really collect comics. He's more of a pop culture film guy. So I was like, I found all these like runs like of Spawn, and I'm like, give it to me, and he's like, no. So I'll wear them out.
So can I say, like, Sam's boss has a bunch of these? That means like I kind of own it too.
No, you guys can't have like my sister's cousin's brother has one. So I have.
That's how it works.
Oh my gosh,
that's how it works. We all inherit each other's comics.
Did you guys all see the movie and cartoon or no?
I saw the movie.
I didn't. No, I don't think I kind of remember a little bit of the movie, but I kind of like not as much. No.
Doesn't it have that guy that you met?
Yeah, Michael J. White. Michael J. White.
Oh,
right. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Am I getting that right? Yeah, but yeah, that's it.
All right, very good. Well, guys, if you're just hopping in, we are barely kicking up the runners-up list. This was number 20 this week. We have Spawn number 1, the Todd McFarlane regular. We tracked 23 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 23%. The high sale was $128 for a CGC 9.8 copy, and a near mint raw going for $28. So,
Derek says Max has a cartoon.
Yes,
ooh,
they do.
So I need to check it out to see if I can. Is it watchable? Like, is it one of those that is like, even though
I don't think it is
so long, you can watch it? Because you know there's some cartoons.
I don't think it's meant for kids.
No, not meant for kids.
And I can't remember the run.
Because you know there's like like anime. Like, even though there was like so long ago, you're still able to watch it, right? But since this is American,
It's very adult.
it didn't age well.
It's very adult.
Okay, I gotta check it out.
It's very R-rated. We'll put it that way. It's R-rated.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there. Yeah, game. Perfect. Okay, let's keep cruising. What do we have for number 19?
Oh, so okay, number 19, The Moon is Following Us, by Image Comics, and it's the cover by Ryan Stickman, writer Daniel Warren Johnson and Jordan Michael Johnson. And this one, you guys, this cover, like at first I was just like, oh, it's a beautiful cover, but reading more about the book and trying to figure out like what it was about, because it's gorgeous, and I mean it's Stickman, you know, he does an amazing job, but it's just that the story about parents who are trying to get their daughter back, who was taken by some evil force called Cascade, and they barely understand what's going on, and it's been a year and a half that their daughter has been missing. So it's just this one, it just looks like a badass, I don't know if she's the mom who is trying to find her daughter, and it just represents a like awesome warrior, like who's willing to go through anything to find her daughter. And I was just like, oh my god, I want this. Did I say this 1 to 15? I don't know if I
Well, it actually just got picked up for a second print that has her on the cover too, and it looks cool too. So if you miss out on this second print,
yeah.
Oh, Gabe loves second and third printings. Gabe is second printing. It's your favorite.
Oh, Karen picked this up.
Yeah, this is awesome. A very strong female character on the front, which you can't go wrong with that. And it's negative space. Another one where I'm like, okay, yes. And Ryan Stegman.
Yeah, I wonder how this one did, like, you know, on the, because it's a black, you know, the covers, it's a black cover, like how well it did with spine ticks and all that stuff.
Oh, Image has been shipping like trash lately. Image, I hope you're watching. Your shipping has been garbage. Like,
well, I wouldn't say
garbage.
Image. I would say
Image, the printer that you're using and forcing people to invest in, they suck. We literally got boxes of just raw comics in a cardboard box.
Do you order from Lunar?
That one was from Image's printer, so I guess that would be through Lunar, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're like, too bad. But anyway. All right, yeah. This is a good one, Lucy. Good pick. The Moon is Following Us, number 1, the Ryan Stegman 1 in 15. We tracked 7 copies sold, a 7-day growth trend of 3%, with a high sale of $25 for a near mint copy, and a near mint raw going for about $22. So it's definitely outperforming the ratio. That's kind of nice. Gabe. He said second prints make him poop blood. He's not a fan.
Harsh.
That is harsh. That's rough. Oh, was it? This is on Cover Lovers? Dang, they call it every week. Oh, Cal L, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Guys, there's 30 of you with us right now. This is the Comic Book Women Presents the Cover Price Runners Up. This is our first week doing this, so hopefully you are enjoying it. Please sub and give the show a thumbs up if you haven't already. Let's keep going. All right, number 18. This is the one that I'm kind of going to talk about here, even though I feel like we've discussed this book so many times. New Mutants Volume 1, number 98, the Rob Liefeld regular cover. I think between the movie... Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you. Our other sponsor. Anyway, I think between Deadpool and Wolverine and just the love for this character in general, and there's talks about a crossover movie, this book just won't go away. We saw this on the top 10 the last 3 weeks ago, and it just continues to pop up. It's not the Deadpool that you guys think of. I think most of us know that by now. This is kind of a different version of that character, but still worthy of being in the collection. Here, let me click on it so you guys can see the bigger picture.
Yeah, this is something that I think a lot of people who probably just watch the movies are probably not aware of, right? That this is just costume and Wade, and then later someone comes and like writes him as how we know him today.
That's very true. There's been people, again, in the other shows that I've talked about, how they don't understand what they were investing in. I'm like, well, you just have to I mean, it's still a good book to have. It's not exactly what we would identify as our modern Deadpool, so to speak. But
are they for real? Seriously? Like, yes? Or are they like joking?
I mean, there's a lot of Liefeld fans.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I have met a few, but I mean, are there like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. They're like for real, or they're like being funny. I don't.
Adam got to meet Rob Liefeld with TiVo at the comic book shop, and he was very nice to Adam. I will say that he was very respectful, and yeah. But that's a whole nother thing, Brett. You guys are being naughty. Anyways. We tracked 17 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 15% with a high sale of $1,320, which I remember during the 2020 phase, this was going for so much more. And a current raw near mint value of $320. Yeah, it's a good book to own. Hopefully one of you guys out there have it. Are we keeping track in the chat of who has what? I haven't seen any of the numbers pop up.
Yes, but they haven't done it like they did.
Oh, okay, cool. So we have a couple of you on the board. Very nice. What do we have for number 17? Jen, I think this is you.
So we have G.I. Joe, American Hero, number 310, 1 in 10. It's Brad Walker. The artist was Brad Walker and Francesco Segala. So I like Snake Eyes, but I haven't been reading the new line. I know that everyone's like, oh, it ended at 300, and then it's interesting to see sales for past books go because they just kept going, right? Like everyone thought they were going to reboot it, but they just went 301, 302. So now we're at 310. So yay, Snake Eyes.
But isn't he like a beloved? I mean, G.I. Joe right now is kind of like on the cusp. I see a lot of G.I. Joe fans. I think you were talking about this backstage. You know, a lot of people are, in particular, Snake Eyes fans. Yeah. There was that like horrible movie that came out, which was bad. That it didn't change anything. But
did you guys watch the G.I. Joe movie with Channing Tatum?
Yes.
No.
Yes, they did.
They
but
tried.
I'm not a Channing Tatum fan either. I don't think he's a great actor.
Should I? That's the question.
I would probably have a nice drink. See what's going on.
Well, see, you were saying about fans, like you have on. If you go on Instagram, you'll see a lot of profiles that their name, like I mean, like our friend Cobra Commander, like they have like many names with they're truly fans, since they're young, they're young. So I think those are like the true fans, the true like the following, same like what you were saying with Spawn and Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think I was telling you guys before the show that like I have a friend who has the tattoo of like the red lines, and I thought it was really cool. I'm like, oh, it's awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah,
that's a true friend right there, or a true fan.
Is this Matt? I feel like I can hear him saying this. This is a true force. Where was the force of nature? Like I can hear him saying, like with his voice.
All right, number 17, we have G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, number 310, the Brad Walker and Francesco Segala, 1 in 10. We tracked 16 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 79%, with a high sale of $20 for a near mint and a current near mint raw of $10. And just to echo somebody in the chat, the Energon universe is pretty good if you haven't read it. I highly recommend you do. They're doing it proud. And yes, the Purple Rain homage is badass.
Yeah.
So well done. So well done. That one and the Batgirl one are like my top two for Purple Rain if I had to pick. All right, let's keep on going. What do we have for number 16?
So this is Sonic the Hedgehog number 73, the 1 in 10 by, how do you say her last name? It's Natalie
Fordrain.
So it's interesting. These Sonic 1 in 10s have been typically going between 15 and 20, and this is just following that same trend. It's really interesting to like. Wait, what's going on?
Nothing.
Oh, I was just laughing when Chad said. Just sorry.
He's being naughty. Ignore Chad.
Bird City Comics.
So I know the movies came out. I still have to watch the movies, and I've been meaning to just pick up a couple of comics to see like what's going on. I know they're the 75th one's coming up soon. This is because this is the 73rd. Sonic.
I think whenever you have like these video game covers, just to echo Lando, it's always worth looking for the retailer incentives, especially because there's not usually huge print runs of these. So
if you can get
Huh?
If you can get a 1 in 10 for 10 or under, because again, these are typically going between 15 and 20. So
Yeah. It's not a bad deal, right?
You know, it took me while I was like smaller because I was looking through my phone, and it took me a little bit to figure out what it was in the cover, and not to pull it out like bigger. I realized what it was.
What was on the cover, Lucy?
Yeah, like I was like trying to get like, what is it? Yeah.
It's a
yeah,
hedgehog,
you
right?
see these popping up a lot. I think that you have people that are collecting now that have the money who were fan of Sonic the Hedgehog when they were kids, and so it's that nostalgia flooding the market again. And they are just tough to find, especially in the good conditions.
Well, you
because
see,
like, shops don't get 10, right?
Yeah, and they're in the kids section, and if they do get one, it's usually just
Right.
beat to shit.
Do you guys have a favorite Sonic character?
Not really a Sonic fan.
Did you
They're
ever
coming
play
out with a third movie.
the movies are good. I like them, like for the kids. So kids love the movies. I mean, as a kid, yeah, I like Sonic. Like, you know, it was fun to watch the cartoon and play the video game and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna say like, oh my god, I was a huge fan. He's cool. He's cool.
Yeah, it's cool to see it pop up. Huh?
I think I'm gonna wait. Maybe we should do that too. We should watch the Sonic movies together.
Aw, I would love that. Date night, and we'll all have little Sonic like cocktails. That'd be fun.
Cool.
All right, number 16.
Heather's
Sonic the
excited for
Hedgehog.
the third movie.
Number 73. This is the Natalie Fordrain cover, the retailer incentive 1 in 10. We tracked 29 copies sold, guys. So these are being gobbled up pretty fast at a 7-day growth trend of 4%, with a high sale of $20 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw of $15. So like Jen said, this is going above ratio. So worth looking out for. Go visit the kids section at your LCS and see if you can find one. All right, next up. Oh, Lucy, this
Oh, that's me. Okay, so this one, Monsters. Number 15, Monster. Hold on. Why do I get so nervous when it's my turn? What the heck is wrong with me? Okay, Mark Spears, Monsters number 1, and covered by Mark Spears. 1 out of 25. Cover E was on the top 10 tonight, and now this one made it to the 15. It's on the list. It's a homage to Spider-Man number 1 by Todd McFarlane from 1990. This book, it did amazing on the Kickstarter, which you guys already kind of explained. I don't know if you guys want me to say more, but it did really, really well. It has beautiful covers, and it's based on the story is like based on the 1980s, with all you cool monsters that you got. Monsters World, and they have really amazing covers for this one, but this one stands out a little more because it's like the Spider-Man. They do have others homages, but I believe this one stands out more than the other ones.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Thing.
You guys know who that character is?
I'm not sure. The Last Slayer, apparently.
Yeah, I was trying to figure this out earlier, and I was like, I kept trying to like look through it, and then some people just call him Slayer, and then they call him Monster Slayer, and I was like, wait, there has to be another name, and then I had figured it out.
They did say that, yeah, but there is like that. What I was reading, I read like what it was about, and what was the name? But yeah, there's like 2 friends, but yeah, they're like monster slayers, and there's like 2 friends, trying to find the killings that have been happening in the city, but I can't remember the names though.
What do you guys think? Go ahead.
Oh, go. Okay, I'll go first. I know that not everybody's a huge fan of this homage, but I think it's actually kind of clever to use the blood splatter as the webbing. I think it fits. And again, like what Lucy was saying, is that there are a lot of homages for this title. They were selling on his site, but I think most of them, not all of them, but most of them have sold out, the ones that you're seeing on these lists anyway. What were you going to say, Jen?
What do you guys think about it starting as a Kickstarter last year?
Oh, we talked about this. I feel like people either love Kickstarters or they hate them. For me, it's one of those things, like if you're going to dig around and find an artist that you really want to invest in, or a story where you're like, holy hell, this is fantastic, then yes, because there have been some really good ones. I used Rocketeer as an example on the last show, where that Jay Lee cover went completely unnoticed because people weren't looking at the Kickstarter. So for the most part, I think there's a good stuff to find there.
Do you kind of wish, though, that like if you're investing in the Kickstarter, that you wouldn't see those covers duplicated when it went to the general public?
It depends. Some of the Kickstarters have like a little thing on it saying it's a Kickstarter cover, right? Like on the front of it that indicates it's a Kickstarter.
And the trade dress is smaller in a bunch of them too, I guess.
So if there's some sort of difference to keep the rarity of the Kickstarter one, although with Kickstarters you don't really know what the print run is for the most part. It could be whatever. I don't know.
I think he actually gave it on his Kickstarter. He like said if it like there was the ones that didn't say it, and then there's ones that were like, hey, this is like a 1 in 5 or a 1 in 10 or 6. There's a bunch of 1 in 66s. But
then you have experiences like this one where you have Kickstarters that you back and you just like never get your shit. And that's frustrating.
But that's becoming less and less, right? Or no?
Sorry, I froze for a little bit. What was frustrating? I didn't hear that part.
When you invest in a Kickstarter, because this one started as a Kickstarter, when you invest in a Kickstarter and either it just doesn't end up coming to fruition, Gabe was talking about this over on the top 10 where he'd had people like he gives his money and then they just disappear. So
and then like Bruce is saying, he's saying that I still yet to get my bad idea merch. Right. Very frustrating. Which merch from when they first started or from when now?
It started like 6 years ago, wasn't it? It was a long time ago.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Because they did all kinds of stuff, so it's kind of like, who else didn't? And I haven't heard anybody but you, Bruce, said.
See, but then Copy said he's never been burned. Oh, sorry, Lucy. I'm used to picking the buttons. So yeah, I don't know. Again, maybe it's just one of those things where you have to like roll the dice and back projects that you feel confident in, and maybe if you.
That's still a while.
Message them. Instagram post on their things. I don't know if they post on Instagram.
Where's my stuff?
Where's my stuff? You should do your own Kickstarter. Do your own Kickstarter and say, I didn't get my bad idea merch.
Kickstarter.
So I'm Kickstartering, trying to get that merch. I think that's valid.
Copy's had over 80 campaigns and never been burned.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Sarah, anything to add on?
That's hilarious.
I saw this when we were talking about picking certain comics, and this one I gravitated towards. I gravitate more towards like horror stuff, and when I was reading this, I thought this was a great story. Again, I'm not too keen on the cover, but I do like this story. So I don't know if I would like jump. I don't know. Would you
get because I know right now the Keen
cover
spot.
E, the one. Sorry, cover E, it's amazing, and cover A, like the regular. Those I really love those covers.
So if Keen Spot goes to second print, and it's either a reprinting of that Bride of Frankenstein or cover A, would you guys just get it for cover price?
Probably. Yeah, I would.
Almost some sort of alteration to it. I'm kind of becoming like Gabe in the sense I don't want to buy just like an exact same second printing. Like if they do something different to it, like even just a small alteration, then I would be more apt to invest because then I feel like I'm getting.
Black and white? What if they do like a black and white?
Not with that one, not with cover E. That would like the color is what makes that whole thing pop.
But there's like some that I seen like the Bride of Frankenstein that it was just like penciled like black and white. It beautiful. So there's a way to make it really nice. But I mean,
hey, look at Gabe agrees with you, Lucy, but another Spider-Man #1, so original.
That's what me and you, Gabe. That's how I feel.
You got to collect what you like, though, right, Gabe? All right, number 15, we have the Mark Spears Monster #1, Mark Spears Last Slayer, 1 in 25. We tracked 12 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 9%, with a high sale of $26 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw going for $23. So, yeah, collect what you want. Okay, next up, I think this is Sarah, right?
It is. How'd you know? So we get the number 14 is Marvel. What if Donald Duck became Wolverine? This is a Scotty Young 1 in 25, or 1 in 25. This is a second print. This came out in September of this year. It is a spoof of the Old Man Logan story. It's also celebrating. This I cannot believe that Donald Duck, his 90th anniversary and 50th anniversary of Wolverine. And what I found interesting was Donald Duck is wearing pants in this one.
Well, with those legs up there, he needs to wear pants.
Right?
We don't want to have like any ducklings in the video. Or in the picture.
Couple eggs hanging from the cover.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're a Scotty Young fan, this is one to pick up. 1 in
It's
25 retail.
Well, that's the hard part. Not a ton of stores are gonna order 25-second prints. So I feel like whatever, it's gonna be tough. Oh, you have the death. Sorry, I was like, I wonder how much is going.
No, that is a tough one because you're right. A lot of people don't, because like what Gabe was saying, they don't order a lot of that second. So even if you don't like the second print, the rarity and the print run of it can just boost it above the original print. It's comics math, guys. Yeah, let's see. We have, as a Virgin, the 1 in 25 retailer incentive, it's taken off in the aftermarket. We have 7 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 28% with a high sale of $76 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw of $57. So more than double ratio right now, guys.
Almost triple, right?
Can I say something though?
What?
Almost triple, yeah, you're right.
I'm not a fan of this cover. I don't like this cover.
Really?
Why?
You're
Why?
The top. I think if the trade dress, like the what if, I think that looks a lot better than just big chunk of space above that. I don't like.
I was gonna say that if they would have added more of those little cartoon things,
maybe bigger.
Oh. What if you have him do a remark there?
Of what though?
Of Sabretooth version of who's Donald Duck's?
Nemesis?
Nemesis?
Yeah, Nemesis.
Oh wait,
Is it Goofy?
no.
It's because Goofy
Himself.
has that one dog person.
Is it the Pete
Pluto?
guy?
I don't
Isn't
know.
his name Pete?
Wait,
He's
does
like
anyone know?
Pete, yeah, Pete is for Pluto.
Yeah. Wait, does anyone in the chat know if who Donald? So whoever Donald Duck's nemesis is?
Well,
Himself. Yes.
oh, Huey. I mean, Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Donald Duck. I'm the grumpy ass.
Wow.
Huey
Wow.
As the sons of Wolverine, like the different versions,
That would be cute. Huey,
Yeah.
Dewey, and Louie. Yeah, I could see that.
and who's gonna be Laura?
Daisy.
Oh, the girl. Yeah, the
Daisy.
girl.
Yeah.
I'll be
Where's
Daisy.
this-
That's fine.
But there's another one of the Huey, Dewey, all those. There's like another one. The girls too.
With the pink bow.
I don't
Daisy.
remember her name. No. It's not Daisy.
It's
Wait,
another
there's
another
more than one girl?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
but I
boy.
can't remember her name. Okay, somebody said, let me see.
We're getting on a tangent here, guys. We're getting on a
Yes, sorry.
tangent.
Somebody said that they were tired of the Disney. Oh, my Covrprice. I'm over the Disney being Marvel heroes. I was gonna say, isn't it DC right now? Like they're doing a crossover with Looney Tunes, but they are not as heroes, so never mind.
Yeah, this is a little bit different. I'm wondering if it's bringing in the younger crowd, though. Like if it's helping kind of bring some interest to the kids that are transitioning out of the cartoon era and more into like the comic book realm. I don't know. Or just adults that really like Disney. That's a thing too. So,
Yeah. That's true.
guys, if you're just hopping in, welcome into Comic Book Women. We are presenting the cover price runners up for the week of 9/23. We are on number 14, but let's cruise on to 13. We only have a couple. Oh, this one's mine. Yay. Okay.
I'm
Number 13, The Graveyard Club, number 1. I'm thrilled to get this one because it's Jenny Frison. And if you guys know me at all, you know I have a huge obsession with her. Jenny Frison undeniably is one of the top modern artists out there right now, guys. Her stuff, whether it's her coloring or just her line work, collectors gobble it up. I feel like I'm starting to see her stuff appear more and more on all the different shows, all the different top 10 lists. This is no exception because not only do you have one of the best artists out there, but you pair it up with a title by R.L. Stine, it pretty much guarantees that these titles, especially the incentive covers, are going to go above ratio. That's exactly what happened here. The cover itself, I'll just put this out there, not her best. Okay, not her best. And
I love it.
Really, I feel like something about her style always has like a a symmetry or a focal point, something.
Mhm.
This one has a little bit of it, but there's no focal point to it for me.
Mhm.
It's just too flat. Like it's
It's
just
a
nothing.
character.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
It's a
but
character relaxed in front
Yeah.
of a gravestone.
maybe if like there was more like light shining behind her or something. I don't know what it is. I love Jenny's art. Like even this one, that's not my favorite. I would still pick it up because I like it, but it's just not hitting the same way it usually
Is it
does.
because it's all ages?
It might be. I mean,
No, I think I agree with Laura. I too am a Jenny Frison fanatic. I think it's a little bit too. I think you said this, Laura. It's a little bit too flat. Usually, it's
there's something
there's a
going
little
on.
bit more light to her, like her drawings, her faces, and this seems a little bit like too dark, too flat. Yeah, that's all I
What
can
if
say.
it
It's flat.
What if it was spot
Mhm.
foil?
Normally Frison stuff doesn't need to be foiled. Like normally I just like it just as is and it already has that oomph. But I will say this, Carolina, what's her name? Borelli, she did Spider-Woman, she did the interior art. So that's worth looking into. And again, R.L. Stein books are always fun, especially this time of year to see something spooky coming to the front.
You know, when I sent you guys this, like I was gonna pick, I was like, oh, when I talk about, but and it took me a little bit to realize that it was Jenny Frison, even though like it gives, you know,
Exactly. There's something.
but it did something did kind of like to me like, and I was like, oh, I read the title and I was like, oh, I like this, but it did take me like a little.
Yeah, it just
Bang.
doesn't have that usual bang that it typically does. Having said that, I would still buy it in a heartbeat. Damn it,
And
I just messed up.
it's square bound. It's square bound too.
It's weird though. I think I would go with cover A with you
Yes.
know all the greenish color versus this
The one out of 20.
I agree with you. I'm which is so
Yeah.
weird because again, Sarah and I are huge Frison fans. So for this to be happening on this
Yes,
show is
true.
insane.
right?
And Lucy and Jen, we're all Frison fans, but
But
Anyways.
yeah, you're right. There's like really nice covers for this issue. Yeah.
I feel like she's been working a lot lately though. Like you've been seeing her covers just popping up like constantly and
The Hello
maybe she-
Darkness. The Hello Darkness is a horror one, just I'm assuming like this one. And
Well, what
she's
if
doing a better job with that one. Sorry, Jenny, I love you. Don't be mean. Don't hate us. We love you.
But I do wonder then if she didn't have a ton of time, right? Like
It could be.
she's doing all these covers, and I wonder if she had like one more pass. But like I still like it. Like I mean, I don't know.
No, I think we all still like it. We just all agree it's not her best work. With Jenny, we've come to expect like greatness out of her, but we've seen this kind of fatigue happen with other artists too that are being worked a lot.
Could be
And-
Deadline too.
Yeah, you see, I think you see all artists kind of fluctuate. They go up and down depending
I
on
was
what
just
their
gonna tell
schedule
you, it happens to
Everybody.
Momoko. Like, there's some that is like, oh, that's really nice, and there's some like,
But Momoko was also putting out her own book, right? She's writing Ultimate X-Men, doing interiors, doing
Mhm.
covers, and still doing covers for other titles. And you're like, how is she doing? Anyway, and I'm just a tangent. Sorry.
Mhm.
No, it's all good. It's good.
Did she tone it down because of the Goosebumps?
I think James. I actually think so.
Really?
I don't think she.
I think she did.
I don't think she did.
It's supposed
Well,
to
ask
be.
her at Sneak Week.
I agree with Jen.
It's supposed to be R.L. Stein, Goosebumps. You're gonna have teenagers, if not younger people, reading this. She's not gonna do like what she does for like Vampirella.
For the collectors.
Yeah.
The collector market.
She's done Wonder Woman. She's done X-Men. She's done so many other titles that aren't
But this
R-rated.
is- This is
And this
dark.
is, I mean, again, I love Jenny. Super fan.
Fight. Just kidding.
But
That's a good way of putting it.
This just falls a little flat for me. That's all. I mean, that's
Mhm.
And that's okay. You guys have to collect what you like and pick
Yeah,
up what you like.
absolutely.
That's kind of the point of this whole hobby is just to pick it up what you have, right? And
Yeah.
yeah.
I
All
wish
right,
we
so
can
number
ask
13, The Graveyard Club, number 1, Jenny Frison, 1 in 20. We tracked 9 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 22%, with a high sale of $55 for a near mint copy. So over double ratio for this one. Proof once again that Frison, you put her on anything, it's just gold. And at R.L. Stein, Perfect. Current Near Mint Raw is going for about $44. I do expect this to come down maybe once the Halloween season's over. So I'll probably hold back for a little while until I can find it a little bit cheaper. Last but not least, the last runner-up of the night, the last book that didn't quite make the top 10 and runner-up list that we just finished. Who has number 12?
I do. So this is actually interesting. This is Venom War #1 by Clayton Crane. Now, the trailer for Venom Horse debuted June 3rd. June 3rd, we got to see this sneak peek trailer. The moment this horse scene happened, I could hear 1,000 fingers looking for the first Venom Horse, right? Now, that was June 3rd. June 23rd was FOC, right, for this book, and it came out August 7th. I know it's probably not the most interesting story in the whole entire world, but I am so curious that this trailer releases. Is it Marvel that is like, we have to do Venom Horse, we have to do it right now? Or was it Clayton Crane who was sitting there watching it going, I could do one. And then, hey, Marvel, I think we should do this cover. Like, are you guys, because again, June 3rd, trailer releases, June 23rd, FOC, and then out by August.
Yeah.
I could have sworn I seen the horse out before.
Well, now the horse has been out a lot.
No, but like this one's like back during COVID times, like 2020. Like I remember, like maybe a little bit before that, I remember having a book that had different characters. I'm gonna look. I think I might have it. I don't know. I'm gonna look for it because I could have swore like
there's a spider. There's a spider horse.
Maybe
right?
this.
We've seen
And it was
spider-
venomized.
I don't know if I've ever seen that horse venomized, but like
I don't know anybody. Am I having one of those? What do they call it? Deja vu.
Deja vu?
Yeah, one of those. I don't know. Ooh, spooky.
Lucy's predicting the future.
I guess so. Yeah.
I don't remember seeing this, but
so. To my understanding, again, we've had a spider horse, we've had spider cat, but I think this is the first time the trailer comes out. It again, June 3rd, 23rd, and then 7th. Like, I'm just really curious, like how this came about, and then even if it's like I don't care, it's a boring story. It's like, no, I just want to hear the story real quick. I just want to know if they knew that this was going to be what it was. Because now, ever since August 7th, there's been like a Venom horse in a couple different issues. Like, there's like another cover that came out recently where it's Venom and like riding the Venom horse, which I was like, wait a minute. It's the same symbiote, though. It should be a different looking horse because it's the Venom symbiote looking with this one, right? So you would think you'd do different color, but that's just me probably being nitpicky. But this was a non-ratio too. Like, we all saw the trailer, we all saw FOC, and then it's interesting to see what this book is.
we'll have to ask Clayton if we ever meet him in person. Be like, so was this you? Was this you just wanting to do this?
Or do they come to you and you're like, yeah, I can do this in like,
and then you see the red dot on Clayton. Like, did Marvel influence you? Did the MCU or Sony influence you? Or
I get it, Sarah. It took me. I was like, what do you mean red dot?
Wow, that was way late when she got there.
No, sorry. Your friend here is a little slow.
No, you're fine. I'm curious to see if this will still be on the runners-up list next week, if it continues to build momentum at the speed that it is now, or if it just completely falls off.
Well, the movie comes out October something.
Yeah, like I want to say like the first week. I want to say like October 16th, but I could be totally wrong.
My premonition, if Lucy has premonition, I can have premonition. Is that the movie's it's gonna kind of maybe keep climbing because people keep seeing this trailer and they keep showing it, and then I wonder if like a week after the movie it might decline,
just drop. Well, it depends on the movie. It depends on the movie because the last one was not good at all. So it all.
But this
depends.
one's gonna have no.
Yeah, man, I hope they don't mess that up. I really hope they don't mess that up, but time will tell.
Mm.
Well, there's talks that Kevin Feige again. Take this with a humongous grain of salt. That you're hearing that Kevin wants to keep. Who's that actor that plays? I'm blinking. Tom Hardy.
Yes.
That he wants to keep Tom Hardy around. Like he likes what he's doing. But I'm like, well, but this is The Last Dance. Like if you're naming something The Last Dance, I don't know.
But it's I believe isn't Venom owned by Sony? It's not owned 100% by Marvel. So maybe that's what he's thinking is kind of doing like what they do with Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk, since that's owned by Universal. Is I love, we love Venom, we love the actor Tom Hardy. Can we use him sprinkled in somewhere? That
Probably Secret Wars.
Possible.
I'm gonna need to. It's killing me. I feel like I've seen it. I'm gonna need to look through all my.
Well, she's gonna wake up in the middle of the night and be like, "Oh, I remember."
Tony
Tony
actually thinks. Are you sure you're not thinking about Venom T-Rex?
No, it's not. No.
Venom T-Rex. Okay.
Not T-Rex, no.
Well, our last runner up for today, guys, if you want to see 11 through 1, you have to head over to the Cover Price channel. But the last one, number 12, we have Venom War number 1, the Clayton Crane Venom Horse. We tracked 10 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 14%, with a high sale of $80 for a CGC 9.8 and a near mint raw copy of $10. Now, before you guys go anywhere, we like to wrap the show up with telling you guys what we're going to be looking for during New Comic Book Day. Yeah? Sound good?
But then we're also going to look at what are the trending books for tomorrow.
Oh.
So you just go to new releases.
No, I see it. I think I'm on it. All right, here we go.
Because this is really helpful because there's a couple of ratios, I think, that if you know your shop's going to have them at ratio and they're going for way above ratio, then you know, okay, this is a smart buy going into my shop tomorrow. Or if you're seeing, if you go to just go to new releases.
Oh, wait, so I went to the wrong spot? Because I like that section.
It's in the top right. In the
new
bar.
Releases. Oh, you guys are getting a tutorial while we do this.
right?
New releases. Got it.
And then it's going to load. And then when it loads, you'll have on the right-hand side in the white. It's
the
like
filter?
A filter, yeah. And then it's got to load, though. Oopsie-doozy.
This site's not liking me right now.
You know what? It was a little slow for me, but I think there was an update for it, so I think it's still kind of like getting used to it. I don't know how.
You're getting all that information
sites
put in for you guys for tomorrow. That's what's going on.
I don't know if this link's going to work. We might have to go back and do the other one.
I'm going to go new release. It loaded on my phone.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can do it.
They're making the sausage right now.
Sarah, no.
I mean, we can still see what's open for open order if you guys want to do that. Yeah, it's not popping up on my end. Jen, is it showing on yours?
I'm trying to.
So it popped up the new releases, and then I did the toggle feature of high to low, and it's loading.
Yeah, I think Matt was like, nobody's gonna look at the website today,
right?
Yeah, it's not working for me either.
Okay, well, we can do that next week.
It did it.
Well, how are you gonna show it through your phone, girl?
Oh,
yeah. I don't think that's gonna work, Jen. I was
gonna say, do you want to see us make the sausage?
Yeah.
What?
Oh wait, no, I got it. Oh, I got it. Boom. It just popped up. There we go.
Nice.
Okay.
I think Matt heard us. And
now go to this filter and sorry, Jen, what happened?
You look bad.
I think it's the toggle feature, and then you go estimated value highest to low.
Got it. Okay, here we go. Okay. Hopefully this one loads.
But while it loads, how about we talk about the ones that we're excited for tomorrow?
All right. You kick it off, Jen.
Okay. So we've done FOC picks in the past, and actually 2 of the FOC picks that I've had are now coming out tomorrow. One is that Manchurian from Image. It's the Horizon experiment. And then the other one is that Defenders of the Earth number 2 or 3. Oh my God, I'm blanking. But it's the Phantom action figure. So those are the 2 I'm super excited about.
Yeah, Ross. Right? Those are the top.
Okay. That's so weird that Jenny Frizen icon is coming up again.
Yeah.
That's Sonia. That's so... Laura, did you see is it called Modern Icon or something like that, where it's a border around it?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I like the
same
cover
here.
though. The cover art's beautiful.
So
Jen, what
that's
were
the
you just
increase that
talking
you
about?
like.
Yes, that's a Jenny Frizen.
Yeah,
I own two of those I have 2 copies of it. One, so
Do you think she gets money for when they reprint it?
I would hope
I would
so.
hope so. Yeah,
also
I
hope
would
so.
say this, not to throw other people under the bus, but I know that a lot of times retailers will reuse like a person's art and they don't pay the artist. And for the record, Bird City does, but you don't have to. You don't have to pay the artist. So I'm curious if once they give them that original art, technically they own it, so they don't have to reimburse her.
That's kind of unfortunate. I would almost, if I were an artist, I would not put that in my clause of, if you reuse this, I mean, I guess you get paid the full amount and maybe 50% next time for each additional. Like, what is it for old TV shows? They used to, if you got something in syndication.
Oh, residuals?
Yes.
Residuals?
Residuals. If you use this past this first viewing, it will be 50 or 25% off, like of my normal, like of what you got paid. That way, whenever it's reused, I get a little chunk of the change.
Lilith is coming out again. Lucy, I think you covered that a while back.
Yeah.
Oh, that was it. The variant, because it took a little time to come out. The variant.
Yeah, it did. The black bag one's coming out.
Frankenstein didn't Frankenstein Sarah or did
Frankenstein Ahsoka #3. I still think that Rod Rice cover is amazing.
This is concept art. I like that. That's really cool.
If you if you scroll down, you'll see the other covers, and the one I picked was on
from that cover, from Ahsoka's cover, and then scroll down.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. My bad.
I actually like that about Covrprice, that when you click on it and you just scroll down, you're like, oh, there are all the variants. That's awesome.
It's really cool. I like that too.
Dude, it's being so slow on me. I don't know if it might be my computer though. We'll just blame my computer. Come on.
But my picks definitely aren't going to be up towards the top just because the value of them is
it's circling.
Because
Sarah.
it's Jen.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. The third one.
The 2 sabers.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. The way that light works, that's really, really pretty.
Right?
See, now Jenny Frizen would kill that.
Exactly. And you know, she has only done, I believe, only 2 Star Wars covers.
Frizen?
She did Dr. Aphra.
Dr. Aphra is the one that I was going to think of. That's one I don't have, but I want. Yeah, this is beautiful. Rob Rice.
What was the other one, Sarah?
It was for I think it's I want to call it Buy Me Toys.
Huh.
It's a store exclusive for them, and she did. It's Luke and Leia, kind of not Empire-ish, but the first movie. But yeah, that's the only 2 that she's done. So
if you click on My from Power Rangers, you saw Jimbo. It's probably the fastest way to get to the variant. I'll let your computer maybe
thinking about it. There we go.
So if you go to variants, do you see that one that's the Montez cover? Blue one?
This right here?
Oh, that one's nice.
So that one is available at the distributor at Boom. If you go to Boom's website, like it's available there. I think it's cool.
And it's foil too, isn't it? Did it say foil?
Yeah, it's foil.
Damn, I like that.
That will present well in foil. Like some people hate foil so much, but like some covers, like they look so good in foil when you have like that metal metallic.
Right. Yeah, like it says all those Power Ranger covers, right? The helmets.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Sorry to. Adam wants to know if we watch Agatha. We all have. Yes.
Yes.
Brittany loved it.
I love it.
I thought it was crap.
What?
Agatha? Didn't.
What?
You didn't like it? Wait, did you watch
it? I thought it was so boring. Like on a scale from 1 to 10, I would give the Agatha a 4.
Wait, maybe episode 1. What about episode 2?
I didn't watch episode 2. I only saw 1.
No, episode 2. It's what they released all at the same time.
See, Anthony, you said the same thing. They lost us on episode 1. When we turned it off, we were like,
wait, but that's exactly why Disney released both of them, because they knew that if they believed in the episode by itself, it would only been 1. But they knew you needed 2.
Yes,
1, 2, and then
I agree.
Whenever
All right, do you
anyone
wanna watch number
releases,
two?
You know what Disney should do? Just do number 1 right.
He said, just do number 1. Do
Oh,
episode
yeah, I
one
mean,
right.
they probably
Like, think of like the Mandalorian. Like, I was hooked from this, like episode 1 of that, or Moon
Yeah,
Knight. I was hooked
number
from
one.
season.
Yeah, one was not as good. Yeah, but the second one was. That's. I get what you're saying, Laura. It was like that.
boring.
But we did watch like the second one. Sam was like kind of like, eh. But then once we saw it, I was like, okay, we see, okay. It was
Fine.
a little slow though. It was a little
For the
slow.
love of
We're
you
like,
guys, I'll watch the
what's
second one
happening?
tonight.
too.
Yes.
And then tomorrow's probably gonna be amazing because now they're gonna actually wait. Hang on.
Don't say anything.
Don't say anything.
You can't do any
Yeah,
spoilers.
yeah.
A lot of people haven't
No
seen it at
spoilers.
all yet.
They haven't
Yes.
seen it at all.
A ton of people haven't caught up yet. I watched it last week.
Okay, so listen. 1 is a little setting up backstory.
Ooh.
2 is good, but 3 is gonna be like a punch in the face.
What are you
Speaking of
Oh,
a punch in the
this
face,
one.
this is what you were talking about, right, Sarah?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes. That's
That-
I love the flowers. I love the mushrooms. It just is again, I think this one would be excellent in a foil too.
This is
Yeah.
the frizzen factor we were looking for, right? That's something that makes you just like want this to be on your wall. Like it's just
Heather. Please
I'll let you
report
know.
back if you
So-
like second. Look, again, it number one, we were confused as AF. Like we were like, what's happening? Once we watched 2, we're like, oh, okay. So yeah, watch it.
But I mean,
Wow.
WandaVision was kind of like that, where you didn't really know what was going on, but I was still so invested in that show. This one, I just haven't. I will watch episode 2, though. I'm not even going to argue with you guys. I will watch episode 2.
suggest watch that and then go over to Max and watch The Penguin.
I haven't watched it yet.
The
Oh.
Penguin, I heard, is fantastic.
It is
Yeah.
so good. Like we watched it and it's about an hour long, I believe. And Colin Farrell is amazing.
But I heard he didn't like putting on the costume. He didn't like doing that.
Well, he could have just gained some weight, but I mean,
Laura,
He's not gonna do that.
What?
the Hello Darkness. Sorry to change the conversation, but the Hello Darkness reminds me of the books from. Oh my god, I forgot her name.
Was it the one with the eye mouths?
No. It's also flowers, and it's like that. Like it has flowers, and it's the one from. It's
Mom?
Oh my god, hold on.
That's pretty.
We just talked about her. Stephanie Hans. Who would love that?
Stephanie Hans.
Stephanie Hans did a cover kind of like very similar to that. It's beautiful cover.
Oh, and real quick, Stephen Comic Digger. JTC does have a Nigga Space Ahsoka coming out, but he's gonna you have to go through his website and they will put it for sale, but not yet.
Sway,
I almost picked that
baby.
one. I almost picked that one
It's
for
sexy.
my
I love it.
pick for New Comic Book Day. I love that the
Have you
shadows.
been reading the Bring Down the House series? Have any of you guys read this Zatanna series?
no,
No,
is
not
it good?
yet.
Good.
I think I'm gonna wait for the trade.
Okay, it's good. I'm happy with it so far. I've said this before. I feel like Zatanna doesn't get enough love, and I would love a live action with her because we've only ever had the live action in Smallville. But I feel like everybody's like, "Well, who would you cast? Who would you cast?" And the
Yeah,
chick
who'd you
that
cast?
played her in Smallville, Serinda something, she was
Too much
good.
time. Too much time though. So who'd you pick now?
I don't know.
Smallville was how long ago? Like
Do you know
she's
who
like,
yeah, she's not like a
isn't
young
the same.
spring chicken anymore.
no.
My mom calls it spring chicken. What was the girl? Have you guys ever seen Merlin? The show Merlin?
No.
From the BBC.
I don't know if it was on BBC, but there's a girl in that one that she's. I don't know. I'm not sure who I would pick. That's my problem.
What's the age range you would want for Zatanna? Would you want like 18 to like 22? Or would you want like in their 30s?
I would want early 20s.
What
Yeah,
about the
because-
Fallout chick? The chick from Fallout.
I don't know who that is.
Oh,
Amy
maybe.
Mendes.
Hold on. Cami
Who
Mendez.
Yeah, can you
Now
pull
I
her
have
up?
to know.
Laura, can you go up? Like, did you pass a Green Lantern already? I mean,
That's
Batman, Superman?
right. Show Lucy wants
My
the
pick.
Green Lantern. Yeah.
Wait, where is it?
Yes, it's
This?
No, not that one. Go up. Did it show? No, I don't think you have showed it yet. I didn't see
Wait,
it.
that was the end, Lucy.
It was Batman, Superman. Never mind. I don't.
She's from Riverdale?
Okay.
Wait, Lucy, I don't know what you're talking about. That's it.
Batman Superman for new release. Oh, you know what? Let me
I don't-
see. It's a variant, I think.
I don't even see that on
Mine.
here.
Well, it's Batman Superman World's Finest, issue 31, and it's by Jose Luis Garcia Lopez and Joe Prado, and it's a Hispanic Heritage Month cover.
Oh, is that of
Good. I like that.
Jessica Cruz?
No, not Jenna Ortega, not
Not
again.
Jenna
Not
Ortega,
here. No. Yeah. Oh, Veronica. Yes, Cami. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
she would be a
She
good pick.
will be a good one. Yes.
But how old is she? Are we like talking like
I think she's
almost-
third. It might be 30.
Cami Mendez?
she's a good
But
look?
she-
That's the right look.
If she's playing a 20-year,
I
you know,
love her,
a
but
20-year-old.
no. She already did Wednesday. She's did the other one from Beetlejuice. Like, we don't need her.
No. Are you? I mean, I think Jenna Ortega is really busy. So, would that be interesting?
Let's see if you kick. Is not a Batman Superman book around there.
There's a Tana. Hello, Darkness. Avengers. Wolverine or Zatanna. That's Harley
Batman
Quinn.
Oh, I could see her. I could. Camellia.
Cami
Mendez?
Mendez. Yeah, she
Cami Mendez,
fits.
yeah.
That's kind of the right
Yeah.
look. She would. I picture her being tall too, which is the other problem I'm having. Like I'm picturing her being lean. Like I think of the cartoon version of her, like the animated version of her, and like she's just like so lean. And I don't know. I need to find
Oh,
somebody.
she's 5'2". So you want someone that's like not 5'2". You want like 5'8".
Yeah, 5'9", 5'8", 5'9". Somebody
What's
tall,
wrong
like
with 5'2"? What do you have against short people?
I don't know. The fishnets, you can't see enough of them if you're 5'2". You only see like that much fishnet.
What about Haley Stanfield?
Ew, no.
No,
Wait,
no,
why
she
not?
has too much of a baby face.
Yeah, she's too innocent. Like Zatanna has to be sultry and powerful and able to walk
She
into
can
the
be
room and
sultry.
no, she's
Mm.
nah.
She's Vi from Arcane.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
No, she's not. She voices Vi.
Yeah.
See, never Vi's a badass. I could never picture Haley being her voice. That blows my mind that you just said that right now.
She did. They're actually for Arcane season 2, they're gonna have an after show with her and the other girl that
What about
voices.
Kat Dennings?
No, she's too old for it.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not old, but like to be,
We're horrible feminists. The come
Right?
all of this, like,
I never said I was
yeah,
feminist.
too short. Something like that one. Pass. Anyways, all right. That was it for us tonight. Do you guys have anything you want to add to that list before we go?
I just feel bad now.
Well, go check out my pick, the Batman Superman World Finance. It's the Hispanic Heritage Month book. And it's let's see if you can see it.
Here, I'll put you on the big screen.
Oh yeah.
I can't
I think I pre-ordered that comic.
focus. I can't focus.
Oh man,
How
you're
do-
hurting my
There.
eyeball.
There.
There you go. Okay. All right. Spacey.
I like that. That was really. Who is it
Did you guys-
done by?
Did you guys
Huh?
see the casting for
It's
Hal?
Jose Luis Garcia Lopez and Joe Prado.
Nice.
Did you guys see the casting for Hal Jordan?
Yes. Interesting.
For what?
I think so. They just casted the coach from Friday Night Lights is gonna play Hal Jordan. So
Oh,
they're
I
gonna
think
go.
that's
So with
cool.
Nathan Fillion and with this guy from Friday Night Lights, I can't remember his name.
Really?
I think that they're gonna do an older thing, which means it leaves a ton of room for Kyle, for Jessica Cruz, and what was the other guy's name? Oh my god, with the tattoo.
Hold on.
He
I'm
came around the
looking
same
at
time. Oh my god, why am I blanking?
I like this one too. I meant to show that real quick, but
The thank you variant
Yeah,
though.
that too.
Look at the thank you variant. Go down. Thank you variant right there.
this one?
Nope, it's the very far right with the butt.
It's a one per store. Oh, I was looking for thank you. Oh, why did you say the butt cover? I would be like, oh, all right, that one. Okay. So this is one per store. I could see this becoming something. Look,
I love that.
that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
This might be my favorite, actually, now that I'm looking at the whole list. You can even see the
Oh,
brush
wow.
strokes for the water. That's very, very well done.
Oh, that's pretty.
What would you
Lucy,
call
were
this
you the
cover,
model for
Laura?
this?
What?
What
Yeah,
would you
Lucy posed for this. Look, she has the red hair and everything.
What would you call this cover, Laura?
Evergreen.
There you go.
A booty cover? Oh wait, no, that's not using it.
No, it's evergreen. That would be a perfect like illustration of that series. No words necessary, no face necessary. That's what I like so far. Anyway,
H&H, not Jon Stewart. He
What's she
debuted
talking
in
about?
the
Green
52.
Lantern.
The
Green Lantern.
Oh, I'm looking at Butt, and you guys are talking about Green Lantern. I'm like,
Simon Bass. Simon Bass. Is that his name?
Who's that?
It's the same. It's the guy who's in Green Lanterns with Jessica Cruz and this other guy. They're together.
Oh, I don't know Green Lantern.
Oh,
John
dang
Stewart.
No,
is
I
what
just
the guy-
broke
No,
your heart, didn't I?
it. Jon Stewart's. So technically,
Oh, okay.
it's Alan right from the before, and then Hal Jordan, and then Jon Stewart, and then Nathan Fillion. Oh my God, I'm blanking again. Whatever. I think it leaves by picking older lanterns. Right, I think it gives a chance to bring in the newer lanterns. So I'm excited about the cast.
Well, that's kind of my reasoning with the Zatanna casting too. I think if you have a younger Zatanna, it gives you more time to develop that character and keep it. Simon Baz. We already
Yes.
said that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good job.
We got there. It took us 5 minutes, but we got there.
Yay.
Damn it, I was trying to look for my pick and I can't. It's not loading.
But
Well,
Laura,
that's all good.
Get it.
with
That's
the
it for
younger,
us tonight, guys. Huh?
wait, real quick, with the younger Zatanna, would you bring in who's the other person? Oh, God, I keep blanking. That's in DC. She's
Sounds
older.
like-
She's older, and she's magic. But the thing is when Zatanna kind of got brought in, she got kind of kicked out. What we could do is bring in. She was in the House of Secrets or House of Mysteries.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. What's her name?
She's an older magic user.
Yeah. Well,
It kind of has been.
This is gonna do forever.
So what you could do is do a young Zatanna and then have her like, yes, Liger. Thank God.
Can do.
Thank you so much.
They understand your language.
Oh
Yeah,
my God. I'm listening to you guys talk. I'm like,
No, because Xanadu is
bad with
older.
names.
Is older, and so
Um,
he can bring her back.
wait. So what's your question?
If you have a younger Zatanna, you can have a Xanadu, Madam Xanadu, as like a mentor so that you can learn from.
Yeah, I like that. There's a lot they can do. Zatanna has so much potential that it hasn't been tapped into yet. So that's kind of the whole premise of this entire conversation was that Zatanna could be something one day. We'll see.
And Carlito, I
Um,
also did the same thing. Carlito says,
Oh yeah,
I hope Connor makes an appearance too. And then
live action Jessica Cruz. I think that would be one that we would all be for.
Oh, that's Jessica Cruz in the cover of the Heritage.
You know, a script.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. She's James Gunn. Your script
Oh
is
my
done.
God.
Call Jan.
Yep.
My teacher in 6th grade used to say that our brains have little hamsters, and when you're thinking, the hamster's going. And I pictured Jen's hamster like falling off the wheel and tumbling and gets off of the water bowl and it's like rolling around and it gets back up and it's like and it falls over again, and yeah, that's her hamster. In a good way. I mean that lovingly. That was it for us tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this new format. Do me a favor. There's about 30 of you hanging out with us right now. Please leave a comment afterwards and just let us know what you think. If you guys dug this, I had a blast. This might be our new weekly thing. Every once in a while, we'll sprinkle in some of our own comic book women-ness, whatever. But if you enjoy this, please let us know. Let's do a quick goodbye. We'll start with you, Lucy.
Ooh, okay, so this Friday, hopefully, now I'm like second guessing it, but this Friday we might bring Witching Hour, so hopefully I have to check back with my people to see if they're available this Friday. So hopefully Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, a little earlier, so I can be able to sleep, because if I talk too much creepy stuff, I can't sleep. I know I still get scared, even though I love it. But yeah, coming back for only 5 episodes. So it's a mini series. But yeah, check us out.
And guys, to clarify, that's on this channel. So on Fridays, Lucy will be going live on Nearing Nirvana for her Witching Hour. So you'll get notifications if you're following us on Instagram or YouTube. It's worth watching. It's super entertaining. If you're not chicken shit, I get too scared. Lucy kills it on that. Sarah, say goodbye.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming in. Thank you all for participating in the chat. We love you all. Definitely check out Lucy's show on Friday. Also, don't forget there is an exclusive from Bird City, which looks amazing.
Thanks.
That's out on Friday. Again, thank you. We love you. Come back next Tuesday and let's do this all again.
Amen to that. Jen?
I'm going to say a big ditto. And then also, if you'd rather us keep this similar format, but maybe our new comic day picks on a slide, so that way, like, maybe make that'll be a little bit easier. And then I'm also going to agree with Awesome Sauce that maybe an unknown. Like, the whole point of casting Christopher Reeves and a couple other castings they've done throughout history is it now has elevated this person, right? Like, look at Tom Welling, right? He wasn't a known person before Smallville, right? You casted Reeves, all the other people that they've done. I think I like that idea, that bring back the unknown actor who just knocks our socks off.
She's out there. She's out there somewhere. They gotta dig around and find her. Yeah. Okay. Agreed. Guys, thank you again for joining. Make sure you tune in throughout the week. We have shows multiple times. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. Do we have anything on Wednesday?
I don't think so, but Thursday is always long story short on Thursday.
Hopefully Lucy on Friday. Saturday Toy Box is on Saturday. And then we have Monday's Cover Lovers. So yeah, tune in, sub the channel, and have a good night, guys. Thank you so much.